Yes, it's Jumani, also known as Jubian Watchner, is always Arsenal. Now, we are on top of the EPL table. Now, I say in it confidently, we are 9 points, and we're on top of the table. A year ago, we were at the bottom of the table with 0 points. So we taking our 9 points. We are happy. We jumping for joy. We on top of the table and we looking good. Now let's get back now down to a little humility. Right? We started the game with Ramsdale in goal. We had Gabriel and Saliba playing the centre back, with Ben White playing on the right hand side and Zinchenko playing on the left hand side for most of the game. We had Xhaka and Partey playing defensive midfield, with Xhaka playing a slightly advanced role, and of course Odegaard doing his thing in the roaming attacking midfield position, with Saka on one side, Martinelli on the other side, and Gabriel Jesus is a boss on top. We won 3-0 against Bournemouth, right? Bournemouth, whatever their name is, it don't matter, because we are the Arsenal and we are performing with a clearer understanding of each other's role and function, and that is important. We brought in Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus, right? Zinchenko is playing a kind of roaming wing back position, and it working for us because it's given. I mean, Bournemouth is a softer team, but in these kinds of games, we can explore what we really have, right? And looking at how Ben White and Zinchenko are playing, they are playing the overlapping role, but they're also playing as inverted wing backs, and it's working out because we have more numbers in the center of the park, and we have Saka and Martinelli as outlets on the wing, and it's working. Gabriel Jesus is dropping deep and showing off his little Brazilian flair. I didn't even realize that Gabriel Jesus have all that dribbling ability. I know he was a fighter, I know he could finish, and I know he have his little speed and so on. But you see the man dribbling ability, Dread, dropping shoulders and creating problems against other defensive setup. We can't fight that. And credit to Arteta for pooling together this crop of players. We started with the same lineup basically every match, and they are playing football. Now we playing against Fulham next. Now Fulham won their game this weekend. Birdland was saving for them, so I could imagine that kind of experience when we match up against Bird. Bird is a shot stopper. But the reality is, we have fixtures in our favor that we need to capitalize on. Over the years, we have been dropping points against softer teams. But we need to capitalize, especially this being a World Cup year, and World Cup is going to come in the middle of the season. We need to capitalize and pick up all the points we could pick up from early and continue this run. Yes, it have a hype around us, but let's embrace the hype and let me go out there and play some football. I really like how Xhaka playing in the midfield so far. Xhaka is tend to trip off, but so far he fighting it, he tugging it out with Partey in the middle of the park and allowing Odegaard to distribute some kind of balls into Saka, into Martinelli, and into Gabriel Jesus, who clearly understands that he is one of our better players, if not our best player right now, and he definitely taking it to teams. He didn't score yesterday, but big up Saliba for busting in net. Saliba, I'm real glad about Saliba. Now, Saliba, we all know what is the situation with Saliba coming to Arsenal, having to go on loan twice, and now coming back and taking a risk because this is a World Cup year. He has been selected to represent France in a few friendly matches. He was playing for his team Marseille and starting, and he took a risk by coming back to Arsenal, of course, with negotiations with Arteta and the team. And he is now starting and looking good. You understand? Ben White pushed out to the right hand side. Of course, we know Tommy Ashu is a big player. You know what I mean? Well, Tierney have a situation on his hands as well. But the point I want to make is Saliba is in the centre back position alongside Gabriel, and Saliba looking like a rock. And he also scored best goal. So big up Saliba, big up Arteta, big up Arsenal, and we looking on to the next game. But we are on top of the table, and they can't tell me nothing because last year We were at the bottom and we get a bad logo talks. We on the top now and we surviving. We going forward. Fulham next and watch now is always Arsenal.